Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Persona 5 Royal. It is May 19th.
So, it's you. You did use this line before, now that I think about it. I hope you understand. Allow me to warn you again. Don't involve yourself any further.
And it looks like Yusuke has some choice words for us. Waiting for me, are you? Trying to stalk me out?
I only saw you coincidentally. I have no time for such an ambush. If you continue sniffing around my sensei, we have ways of dealing with that. That's all I have to say.
Alrighty, well, looks like he's not too keen on us, but we'll get the job done whether or not he wants it. But for now, let's just head to school and see what we can learn today.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, the great artist Madarame is holding an exhibition in Shibuya right now, isn't he? I've gone to see his work before, but wow, they're truly incredible. I saw some of his interviews too. He's a really charming fellow. It's rare to see a gentleman artist like him in a field known for having a lot of eccentric types. By the way, you seem far removed from the arts, Amamiya-kun. Who, me? Maybe a little. Which famous ukiyo-e, I think that's right, artist of the Edo period is said to have moved residence over 100 times. I'm really trying on these Japanese names. I'm struggling with them, but this one is Hokusai Katsushika.
This is it.
That is correct. It seems you know a thing or two after all. Hokusai had a habit of moving, but he also changed his name quite a lot, at least 30 times throughout his life. His sole interest was his art, so he stayed in poverty, wore tattered clothes, and lived in squalor. How about that? How about that? Oh yeah, I'm smart. I know what I'm talking about. I'm definitely not using a guide, but that's a point in knowledge. What else does he have to say? Actually, Madarame's house was quite modest too. All master artists, past and present, always put their art above their fame. I don't know about that. He steals his students' work and makes them suffer. He's no master. He's just an abusive old con man. We're gonna get him, no matter what. I agree. We gotta get this guy, and we're gonna do that today. That's right, it's finally time for a palace infiltration. What's the plan for today? Let's meet up at the hideout, the new one, in Shibuya. Oh yeah, it's palace infiltration day. Finally, I'm so excited for this. So let's go talk to the rest of the Phantom Thieves, see what they have to say about all this.
Hey.
Their response online ain't changing at all. Nobody thinks the Phantom Thieves even exist. Well, looks like we're gonna have to change the public's heart. Only at 6.5%, 6.6%.
Okay,
Let's infiltrate.
go.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is a good palace. You know, Kamoshida's, it was kind of a starter, kind of get things going. This one has some fun mechanics that I really, really enjoy. So, let's begin our infiltration, shall we?
Now then.
I'm sure you already know this, but the first thing we need to do is secure an infiltration route. Then we send the calling card. Yeah, we know the drill. Anyways, let's get ready. Aw, yeah. Maybe not yet. Igor want to talk to us? Seems so.
Come inside.
Our master would like a
We've
word
much
with
to
you.
discuss.
Come in. No problem. Probably get some good advice from him anyway. See what Igor has to say. So you've come. Your rehabilitation seems to be going smoothly. It's been tough. Life and death situations here and there. Has it now? I prepared a special gift for you. I must reward such valiant efforts. Use this power well. Traits. So we finally unlocked traits. I've talked about these in the past. These are passive skills that can be passed down through fusion. They are very strong, very helpful, and you can make some very busted combinations with the right traits and the right personas, right skills. Our master is extending incredible kindness. Shed tears of joy, inmate. Your personas are born from the masks of your heart. They come in all manner of shapes and sizes. You must master the inner workings of each persona to draw out its power. Do that, and they will surely be of great use to you on your journey to rehabilitation. If you have other business, you may tend to it now. I don't have any business right now. At least I don't think so. Let me take a look at our personas. Yeah, we can worry about this later. We still got plenty of slots to mess around with.
Inmate.
But I can go ahead and show off some of the traits now that they are kind of shown in the menu before our teammates talk to us. Hey, Joker. What do you have to say? What are you standing around for? Go with the program, all right? You're a vital member of the team here. So, if we open our menu, go to our personas. Let's look at take a look at Kushimitama. You can see if you press Y on a Switch controller, you can see the upper left-hand corner, it says Glutton Mouth, increases amount of HP restored to self by 50%. I go ahead and put these in the bios, even though in the first palace these aren't technically unlocked yet. It just makes things easier so I don't have to worry about what's what. But now we can finally start looking at them, start messing around with them, and like I said, they are very strong, very helpful. This is a new addition in Royal, and I really, really like it. If you've ever played Pokemon, it's very similar to abilities. Basically like a one-to-one copy, but this is a first for Royal, a first for the series, and I think it's a great addition. It just helps add another layer of depth to combat, which already felt pretty deep to begin with. I really like the one more system in Persona series, but this just adds kind of that extra cherry on top where you can start messing around with things. What do we got here? No dialogue, not yet. Looks like there's some lasers right here. Hold on, Joker. It's an infrared laser device. If we touch it, the security will increase.
Come on, man.
Hold on, there wasn't anything like this last time, though. The rumors might slowly be making Madarame become more wary of us. Joker, they're not easy to see, but you should be able to do it with your skills. Be careful. Yep, so if we walk up to an infrared laser, we can press A to go over them. This can also be done by holding A as you approach, but remember, you can only pass through if there is enough room. So as we can see, there are two. If we walk forward and press A, we can slide. Nice little down tilt there, but there are a lot of enemies here. So, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I can never get a hold of going between cover. It's usually good, but sometimes it's just a little finicky, especially if you're in a weird spot. Let me see if I can get some new personas while we're at it. You're weak to wind. Maybe a little bit of negotiation. Maybe. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Lend me your power. If that's the case, then let's talk. I want to know what kind of person you are. You just waltz in our territory, acting like you belong here? Who the blazes do you think you are? I don't know you an answer. You have a point. I never thought of that. I feel like I understand you a little. I've run into all sorts of people in this job, so the truth is, you're a good person, aren't you? Yeah, I get that a lot. That's what I thought, but there's no need to brag about that. Well, I failed. That's what happens if you get the kind of the medium in between answer on the last one, but I'm sure I'll come around to it at some point. But I feel like we should enjoy Shadow Negotiation while we have the chance. And there are some very goofy answers. Come on. There we go. There's some very goofy answers. I've said this in the past, but I love the negotiation system. I think it's so much better than the tarot card shuffle time that you get in P4 and P3, even with reload. I think it's just a better system. So let's see if we can talk to this girl of the hanging tree. You want to talk as if I won't lend my power to someone that's super lame. Hey, that really hurt. Oh, what if this leaves a scar and it's permanent? I'll take responsibility, I guess. Oh, you're so rude. You should totally be begging me. Please let me make it up to you, please. You know, if you wanted to take me somewhere, I'll go with you. It's no fun going home when only my annoying mom and dad are there. Yeah, parents are annoying. Well, yeah, watching them cry is totally annoying too. And with that, we get Hua Po, our first persona of Madarame's palace. And since we have Hua Po, I guess I can go ahead and do a bio on her. She's fine, I guess. Not super crazy good. Solid magic if you can manage to fuse her in Kamoshida's palace. But at this point, there are probably going to be better options. She is a fire-based user. I was just there. But yeah, not great. You've got thermal contact, which can help get burns during baton pass, but realistically, probably not going to be on the receiving end of a baton pass while you're as Joker. But like I said, solid magic user, kind of awkward weaknesses, but nothing too crazy there. In terms of her background, she is a tree spirit from Chinese mythology. It says that they are formed when 3 or more people hang themselves from the same tree, which is just the greatest thing in the world. Do I have a weakness for you? No, I don't. Anyway, they do appear as beautiful young girls, but that's kind of all I've got. Nothing super crazy, but if you want to use her, you are more than welcome to. And I am trying to get this last Pokoi down, and there it is. There's some Garu. And next on the list for Persona Bios is Koropakaru, which is kind of hard to pronounce. Koropakaru is a race of small people in Ainu folklore. It's said that they would live in harmony with the Ainu people, but they wouldn't be seen, kind of like little forest spirits, I guess, if you want to call it that. They would trade goods with them, but they would deliver them in secret at night, so they wouldn't really be seen. But they eventually, one of them was captured, and that led to them never ever being seen again, which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes when you capture a little kind of forest dweller creature. But stat-wise, not great. Really situational with mostly ailment stuff. Ailment stuff is okay early game, but it gets much stronger late game once we start getting more tools to kind of exploit those. Not bad, kind of like Wapo if you manage to fuse it in Kamoshida's palace, but in Madarame's place, it's not great. But if we look on screen, we've got a nice little tether point in between all these tripwires, or I guess lasers or whatever. So I think we can break this. So that's the first few Persona Bios. I'm not going to go over all of them right off the bat, just because we do have some things going on right now. If I can ambush one of these guys. Alright, what do we got here? We got a couple Personas. How do I want to do this? Which one do I want to negotiate with? I'm going to negotiate with the pretty blue girl. And I will get into their bios as I kind of take them as my own master. Am I level 11? Yeah, I'm definitely level 1. Well, we must talk things over first. I know nothing about you, after all. Excuse me, learn to read the mood. I've been projecting a don't speak to me aura towards you. But we may never meet again. Perhaps, but you should be more considerate. Leave people alone if they wish to be left alone. Speaking of which, I've heard that young people today have poor communication skills. You, however, are talking to me right here. Are you the exception to this rule? Yeah, that's right, I am. Oh, well, that's awkward. Let's go! Okay, so this is what happens when you get that negotiation confidant rank. If you fail the negotiation, one of your teammates will come in and be like, hey, don't fuck up. I realize that's the first time I said fuck during this series, but apologies, my little prank went too far. Why don't we just talk about something else? If I were to die here, my existence up to this point would be rendered meaningless, but this way of life in this world is all I've ever known. There are other ways to live. There we go, and that is Apsaris. So Apsaris, I can pull up my notes real quick. It's also known as Vidyadhari, I think that's right, is a Hindu and Buddhist spirits of young and beautiful women. They are known to be great dancers, obviously, in case you couldn't tell by the design. And we do have some stuff going on screen. We'll be in unknown territory once we go past here, right? The security will probably get a little more fierce as well. Make sure you don't touch anything or run into any of the displays, alright? What are you looking at me for? Come on, Ryuji. You know why we're looking at you. Actually, I think there's a little thing there. Known to be great dancers, they entertain gods and fallen heroes with these dances, and they're kind of associated with water nymphs from Greek mythology. What else? As a persona, really solid magic user, also particularly fast, especially for this point in the game. It also does get Medea at level 11, or excuse me, level 13, and it gets ice, electric, and wind wall skills, which will decrease how much damage you take from said... it prevents weaknesses and stuff like that. So, like, if Ryuji gets hit by a wind skill or An gets hit by an ice skill, they won't go down. Which can be helpful, but, like, it's okay. So that's Apsaris. I'm actually not going to save here. We got a safe room. And we are just making good progress all around. I'm trying my best to commentate and also do these bios. I'm gonna go through this door first, and I would recommend if you're playing along, you do the same, because you do get something helpful right here for like the very next enemy, so it's usually a good idea to go into this kind of secondary room. Ooh, did I actually do this in the other order? I think I may have done it in the other order. That is a little awkward. I didn't know what I'm doing. Did I do it? No, I missed. Okay, well, this is going well.
Not that.
Okay, so that's one of the best things about Joker's gun, is that you do get a chance to inflict shock. And if you inflict... Oh, that's great, too. If you inflict shock on an enemy and then hit them with a physical or a gun skill, it has a chance to down them. So, you hit them with the gun, it shocks them, you hit them with the gun again, it downs them, and you get a one more, basically, for free. So, I'm going to talk to this... Ooh... Actually, I'm not high enough level. You can see level 15 on the left-hand side of Rooftop Lion. That's grayed out. That means I'm not high enough level. So I'm just going to go for an all attack. I'll have to level up before I want to get that persona. But that's okay. It happens. We'll be fine. That's all she wrote indeed, Ryuji. We do get a level up. Everybody's level 13. Nice that it happens all at once. Any new skills? Any new skills? Yes. Zoro gets Lucky Punch. This deals minuscule physical damage, but it does have a high crit chance. An gets Miragi, which is light fire damage to all enemies, and there's a beautiful, wonderful chest here. Let's see what we got. Atom Ring. So this is something that I do want to equip. Who do I want to equip to? I guess Ryuji. Ryuji doesn't have anything right now. So this is Fry. This is nuke damage. This is kind of the first time we've seen this, and it does become helpful later on. And how do I get to this other area? I could have sworn it was this way. There are a bunch of kind of icons up there for me to jump around. I hope I don't get caught. Boop. So let's see if we can take advantage of this Atom Ring. And these are the Coral Potpourris that I was talking about previously. So I think you're weak to fire? Yes, you are. Nice. So let's see if we can get these guys through negotiation. Lend me your power. So that's your move. Then I guess I'll talk first. I'll decide if I'm going to help you out later.
Poor thing, it looks scared to death.
I gotta say, you've been a pretty inconsiderate host. You ought to show some more hospitality, because couldn't you at least make me a cup of tea or something? Hell, that'd be real polite. Oh, so sorry. Then again, I suppose asking for tea in this situation is even stranger. Is it fun for you or something to take on an old guy like me? You ask me, it's a lot more fun to go chasing after young ladies, but... you dirty old man. Oh, crap. I thought it would work. That's unfortunate. That's okay. I like the dialogue options. They're fun. They're goofy. Sometimes it's hard to remember which one works with like which personality persona, but that's just the way it goes. I'm facing the wrong way. I will be doing less negotiation as the series goes on, and this is a big boy that I'm kind of worried about. I think I know who this is. I'm not wrong. Yes! So if I can pull this up, I don't really want to mess this up because this can be kind of unfortunate to get wrong. This guy has a lot of resistances, and I'm a little worried about maybe dying to it because these enemies can be a little scary early on, and I know that you null physical stuff. Is this my best option? This is probably my best option. Fortunately, oh, there's a shock. I know you're weak to nuke, so this is why I wanted to pick up that Atom Ring before. Because I know that this guy is weak to... oh, but you're shocked. I can't talk to you. I was going to think about negotiating, trying to get a item to end the battle. So I didn't have to worry about him. But it's still shocked, which is good for me. I don't know if I can really take advantage of that, though, because he does... no physical. That's a little awkward. Please don't hurt me. Or just... oh, Lord. How do I want to do this? I think I just sleep, and then I guess I go for that. Do I have a better option here? Magic, 10, 11, 11. That's probably my best option. I can heal Ryuji later. Are you next? That's bad. Oh, early game hard can be kind of awkward. Okay, he has rage. Is he next?
Hey, just calm
No.
down. Listen to me.
I guess I get Tarunda. That might be helpful. Which is next? I think I'll be okay if I Zeo here. That's fine, because he blocks, he doesn't reflect anything. Do I have a... Yes, I do. Just one. Hopefully I can live this. Oh my god, Morgana.
I got too reckless.
Okay. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I want to do this? Did I not Tarunda you? I did. What the heck? Oh my god. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're chilling. We're vibing. I do that. And then I all-out attack. I don't think this is going to kill. Because I've only got 3 members. And if you only have 3 members, then it does just damage. Oh, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Good. Okay. We're chilling. We're less chilling. Are we chilling? We're chilling. Let's go, baby. Oh, I love how I talked about, like, super early on that P5R is actually kind of an easy game, and then I flail on the Kamoshida boss fight, and then stuff like this happens. It's just the best. I'm so good at what I do. That's fine. Anyway, we can hop over this. There we go, that's how we get it. So if we look up here, yep. Press L, and now we can get to this above part of that kind of side room. I can jump down. And yes, I was right. So if we go over here, we can hop down and grab this chest. What do we got? Fire Magatama. Awesome. Glad I did all of that for an item that deals fire damage. It's okay. I'm sure it'll be useful at some point. Oh god. I gotta be careful not to trip these lasers. It doesn't really matter too much right now because the security level is at 0. But if we press this button, we can make a shortcut back to kind of the beginning of this area. It doesn't really matter. So this is something that I kind of, I guess, have an issue or I wish could be better with Persona 5 is throughout the course of the dungeon, you create all these shortcuts for yourself, and then you don't ever really use them because of the way the safe rooms are spaced out. Which is just a little unfortunate because you are creating an infiltration route, and then you just don't really do much with it. It looks like there's a room right here. Can we press the button? Nope. Damn it, it ain't opening. Yep, so let's just go right here. What is this priceless artifact?
Hey, wait a second. You're just gonna ignore that golden sheen? Look at that luster. I know it might be tough to take with us, but don't you think it'd sell for tons?
Come on, we didn't come here to... Wait, hold on, you're stepping on something.
Isn't this bad?
Whoa, 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 calm down, it's alright.
Oh no, I tripped the security.
You were the one making us be careful, too. So, what do you want to do? Run out of here?
No, passing through all of these lasers will draw far too many enemies to our location. Oh, hold on! Joker's not trapped! Sorry, Joker, but we're going to need you to search for a way to turn off these infrared lasers. This is a museum, so there has to be some switch to let the workers avoid these lasers. Find it.
Nice job, Morgana. I thought you were supposed to be the veteran here. So, we gotta kind of... I like to avoid the enemies in this section just because I'm Joker right now. I mean, I guess I'm always Joker, but I don't really have many options for dealing with with enemies with just myself. How do I... Where is the... where is the switch? Usually it like shows up on... Oh, there it is. Haha, I'm so smart. I was on the other side. Press the button. Let's help our friends out. All right, so we got on. She's safe now.
Yes!
Yes, indeed. Can I hide? I was able to get Panther out. Am I gonna get... Oh, God. Okay, I guess we're doing this. That's awkward. I might be able to just run. What do I want to do here? I think I'm just gonna run for now. Escape. Oh, I hope I'm not weak to that. Okay, I know what you're weak to because I have your bio pulled up. Can I just shoot you? I can just shoot you. Let's go ahead and technical. Oh, I hope that doesn't pass the shock. So if the enemy is shocked and you hit them with a physical move, there's a chance to pass along that shock. And I should be okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a chance to pass on that shock. I've actually never seen that little animation for like the post-battle thing because I never have only Joker in. Come here. There we go.
Seriously.
Thanks, now we need to get Skull and Mona out. Yes, we do. I'm going to heal so I don't mess up. Okay, so that's one side. It looks like there's another side over there, and that painting is glowing a very big blue, so I'm guessing that's probably our goal. Actually, there's something. Can we get through that vent? No, we can't. I'm crazy. You think with having like 400 hours in this game, I would know what I'm doing? Spoiler alert, I don't. Oh, God. Exhibit A. I don't know what I'm doing, and then I proceed to just immediately mess up. That's okay. But I think I was talking about how, like, I was, at the beginning of this, I was like, oh yeah, Persona 5, like, it's a super easy game, like, you're probably not gonna have trouble, just play it on hard, it'll be fine. And then, like, I just proceed to consistently mess up every single opportunity I can, like, with the Kamoshida fight, or... What else? What else did I mess up? Or like anytime I died early game, or thinking I can leave mementos and save and realizing I can't, or messing up that recording of the Kamoshida Palace and having to redo an hour's worth of work. Huh, there's a little space between the painting frame and the wall. Let's move it, since we got rid of that enemy. And there's a button behind the painting. Let's press it. That should release Skull, if I'm correct. Yes. Oh, good job. Thank you, thank you. We did it. Let's hurry up and get back together with him. What's up, dude? What do you have to say? Thanks. Now we just gotta get Mona out of there. But I don't think we'll be able to get him out unless we can turn the lasers off. There has to be a control room for them. I don't know if it's nearby, though. You just gotta trust him. Come on, let's look for it. Let's look for it, and since I saw it, I know we go through this vent. That was the vent that I was thinking about, so I'm not too crazy. Whoa. I can't believe you found a path like this.
Wait.
Don't look back here, alright? Don't worry, don't worry. Okay. Yeah, control terminal. Look, it says security whatever on here. Maybe this will let us turn the lasers off. But it looks like we need a password to use it. Well, let's find the password. No. They probably ain't just gonna leave it lying around here. Then what are we supposed to do? Look for someone who might know it? I guess so. So let's head out, see if... Let's just ask Madarame if he knows it, or these security guards. Hey, did you hear about those intruders? Yeah, you mean the thieves sneaking around in here? I got a call telling me to change the password, just in case. And what did you change it to? Hello. Huh? I said, hello, 07734. If you read the numbers upside down, they spell out the word hello. Isn't that a little childish? It should be fine as long as nobody else finds it. It's not like anyone's eavesdropping on us. Anyway, don't forget, when you see the code input, be sure to say hello. Yeah, nobody's eavesdropping on us. Did you hear that? Oh, yes I did. Come on, Joker, let's say hello to that terminal thing. And that guard is still there. Okay, we're just gonna whack you. I wonder what that is in the Japanese version. Is it still the same code, or is it something different? Like, is there like a Japanese school kid version of that they have? I don't know how that'd work because their numbers, they use like the same numerals as us do, right? The same numerals as us, right? But I guess it doesn't matter since we're not playing the Japanese version. We are indeed playing the English version. So let's go say hello to that terminal. It was easy indeed, Ryuji. Okay, let's give it a shot. The password should be 07734. Does it work? It clicked. There we go.
Nice.
Those guys did it. I'm saved. Yes, you are. Looks like it worked. Sweet, let's go grab that stupid cat and get moving. Frickin' Morgana. Come on, man. What does he have to say?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That was very much unlike me. Sheesh, weren't you the one telling us not to go around touching shit in the exhibit? That is true. I can't believe I made such a novice mistake, even for solid gold. But something was just drawing me to this vase. What do you mean? Isn't it just an ordinary gold vase? I wonder if there's something special about it. Should we take a closer look just in case? I mean, I guess so. It just looks like a vase.
Damn it.
And we get a massive jewel. What is this?
For real?
Oh, I see. That's why I was drawn to it. Joker, catch it. I'll explain the rest of this later. Just get after it and attack. So, this is a treasure demon. These are special personas that you can find throughout the course of the palace. And they basically serve a couple of purposes. You can really do a couple things with them. You can kill them and get a bunch of gold, or kind of the better option is you can use them as fusion fodder because they pass down a ton of different skills that are all so strong. And I don't know what you're weak to. Are you weak to physical? No. But they pass down a ton of really awesome skills. I'm not going to do bios on these guys because you never use them in combat. It's kind of awkward. There's no real reason to do it. So I am just going to whack this until it dies, and maybe you're weak to ice? Do I have a light or a... I guess I can use the curse bomb. Are you weak to curse? What are you weak to?
I don't see a weakness.
Lucky punch, maybe? Maybe fish for crit? There we go. Okay, and then so if you talk to them during negotiation, they will automatically join you. So the goal of these guys is they're super rare both in mementos and in the palaces, but if you can get them, they are very helpful. See, we got quite a bit of money, quite a bit of XP, even with just negotiating with them.
Yes.
Good. That was pretty nice considering it was your first time running into one. What was that? That, Panther, was a rare shadow that occasionally resides in pricey items. I call them treasure demons. They're great. Not only do they give you a lot of experience, they might be useful for your personas too. However, they run very fast and attacks don't deal very much damage to them. Yep. So, breakable objects may contain treasure demons, especially when security level is high. So, we're probably not going to see them a ton. If you can convince one to become one of your personas, it can be used as fusion materials. However, you can't use them in battle. So like I was saying, they're basically just fusion fodder, or if you're grinding for money, they can be really helpful there. So let's go into the safe room just to have a nice little checkpoint. A safe room, thank goodness. Second exhibition room. This should be a good base. We can resume our infiltration from here if we take a break too. Let's talk. Let's see what our team has to say. We haven't really done this. What are you gonna do? Well, let's talk to the team. What do you want to talk about? How's our progress? Man, that was close. We would have been totally screwed if Joker wasn't there to help us. Ain't that right, Mona? Mona, grrr. Mona. Stop it, Skull. We ended up learning about treasure demons, so it all turned out fine. But Panther, either way, we still got a lot to go. We gotta make sure we don't fall for the same trap again.
What are your thoughts?
Is there anything else you want to discuss? Can we heal? Do we have any good items? That could be helpful now. I'm gonna save that. We're still kind of early. So, with that out of the way,
Okay, let's go.
let's continue our infiltration.
Okay.
I guess I can go ahead and do another persona bio. A persona that we have actually seen. Actually, there is a little thing here. The hell? How are we supposed to get past this huge hole in the... Calm down. Look where the security guard is walking. It is a nice little... Oh, Lord. I messed up. Yeah. Well, that's okay. Is there a... Yes, there's a disaster demon. Are you weak to gun? Yes, you are. So, up next is Mokoi. I think that's how you say it. Mokoi are evil spirits in Australian folklore. So a nice little diversity there, I guess. I don't think we've seen Australian folklore stuff. Oh, right, I don't have initiative. And with all of that awesome, amazing diversity, what do? They sometimes kidnap and eat children. So, yeah. That's a thing. But they are mostly known for killing people who use dark magic. That's all of the info I have on their background. Oh, I need to be careful here. Ufu. Let's do that. That's all the background I have on them. Stat-wise, they're a decent early physical attacker. They're nothing super crazy, but they do get Skullcracker, which is medium physical damage at level 11, which can be helpful. Just nice to have that extra bit of damage early on. Realistically, other than that, not too much to say about it. I mean, it's alright. Passing down that Skullcracker to something that has a much higher physical attack stat can be very helpful, which is kind of what I'd recommend. And that's the good thing about the fusion system, is that no matter how strong or weak or whatever an enemy is, you can get something out of them. Do you resist that? No, you just missed. You can get something out of it. So, and especially with traits, you know, if you've got a persona that kind of has stats and skills, but they've got an amazing trait, you can pass that down. It just adds another layer of depth and complexity to it. And we get a nice little level up. We are now level 14, which is awesome. We're making progress. We're making progress. But we do have this little thing. And guess what's over here? The bathroom. So let's go into the ladies' room. We find a chest, which is interesting. A chakra choker. And let's go into the dude's room. And there's no chest. But there is a tin clasp. Awesome. You love to see it. And that's where the lasers were. So the security level rose that much? You're red. I'm kind of scared. But we're going to see how this goes. What do we got? Why are you red? Oh, it's because of you. Are you weak to wind? No, you're not. Lucky punch you. See how that works. I guess up next on the list, I don't think I've done this one before. So I could be completely wrong, in which case I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure I haven't, is Jack Frost. Jack Frost is the Atlas mascot, kind of basically the Pikachu of the SMT and Persona and all that series. Jack Frost is an English spirit who brings about cold weather in the winter. It says it is thought to be responsible for frost on windows, and he's just a goofy dude. I love Jack Frost. His level varies a lot in between games. Typically, you have kind of consistent levels for certain personas. Like, you get a lot that appear a lot at early levels, a lot appear a lot at later levels. Jack Frost is kind of all over the place, but here he is kind of an early game persona. He's not great. He's not awful, though. He does get Mabufu at level 12, which is really nice, just to have that spread move early on. He also gets Freeze Boost at level 15, which can be helpful if you're looking to do statuses. And what else? Do I just want all out attack here? Yeah. Freeze Boost at level 15, and it does block ice skills just straight up. So that can be helpful early game, just to have that just flat out resistance. Obviously, we haven't come across Jack Frost yet. We'll get there. I kind of try to do, when I do Persona bios, I kind of try to do a combination of when they appear. So, like, if they appear in a palace, I'll definitely talk about them. Or if it's a level-based thing, especially for Memento's Personas. But what do we have here? We got some lasers. Not lasers, electricity. Oh, my God. Huh? Is this? Intruders in the second exhibition room. Apprehend them at once. Okay, so it looks like we got a bit of an ambush. Crap, we gotta get out of here fast. Which way's the exit? Yeah, I'm just gonna whack them because clearly I need more XP after that whole Kamoshida fiasco. Can I... Am I 15 yet? No, I'm not. That's okay. That's okay. I can always baton pass and basically kill them in one turn anyway. I didn't do that right, did I? You're not weak to fry. Why did I think you were weak to fry? Oh, but I did get a shock. That's good. That should be good. So I guess I can talk about kind of... I mentioned that I dropped the F-bomb earlier, and I think that's the first time I said it in this series. I try to not cuss too much while playing these games. Obviously, there's a lot of swear words throughout the game, and it's very mature themes, but, you know, for me, I don't want to be somebody who's swearing all the time during these things. Ryuji did get Adverse Resolve, which increases crit rate when surrounded, so we're never going to be able to take advantage of that, maybe once, but probably not much. But, you know, I try to not cuss too much, because I don't know if later down the line I'm going to do, I don't know, more family-friendly games, I guess, if you want to say that. But I try to, I don't know. It's just, I've never been somebody who considers myself to be, like, the big, loud personality, I guess, on YouTube. It's not kind of the, I guess, aesthetic I'm going for. And you can see that a lot on my main channel. Oro Talks, which I don't cuss too much. I'll do it sometimes if it's a joke or, like, to make a point or something. But generally speaking, you know, I'm not somebody who is going to put, like, something in all caps in their title or make, like, a super clickbaity thumbnail. It's just, you know, I try to, at least for the most part, respect your guys' intelligence. You know, I don't want to treat you like you're stupid, and I hope that's kind of the way you see this channel. And we're trying to escape here. Looks like we can go over here. That door is locked. Okay, looks like we're going to try another way. Where else can I get up? Was that the right way and I'm just really stupid? Am I stupid? Dude, I've done this dungeon like, oh my god. There's a button. No, I am stupid. God damn it. But anyway, like, I always try to respect my audience's intelligence, and you can see that a lot in my main channel. I try to focus on analysis of things instead of just, I don't know, I guess regurgitation, with the only exception really being, like, I guess this series a little bit, just because there is so much dialogue. But for me, that was more of a, I feel like this could be a good opportunity to kind of dip my toes in everything, just because I don't have any experience playing for somebody on a camera. I don't have a lot of experience with just, like, mumbling to myself over the course of, like, a 2-hour recording session or anything like that. And I'm not exactly the most social person in the world. Like, I remember in college, I had to do basically a personality test, and it measured you across, like, 4 different spectrums. And one of the spectrums was introvert-extrovert, with 0 being completely introverted and 100 being completely extroverted. And, oh, we got a treasure demon. And I got a whopping 2 on that test, which made me feel so good about myself, but it's just the way it goes. But yeah, this was a bit of an interesting learning experience, and like I said, I felt like this game, this series, would be kind of the best starting point for me because there's so much dialogue. So, like, during those sections where there is a ton of dialogue, especially, like, you know, early game, there's a lot of stuff where people are just kind of talking to you. It seemed like a good starting point for me, and a way for me to kind of figure things out, kind of figure out my own voice, hopefully, like, early on into the series. And I think I've gotten better. There are definitely points where I'm just kind of like, what do I talk about? And I try my best to avoid those or save those for sections where I can kind of cut out. Like, try to get all the things I want to talk about out of the way, and then once I do get to a section where I've just kind of run out of things to say, that's, like, a good point to cut. Especially, like, during the mementos grinding. Like, you guys don't need to see that. That's not fun. That's not good content. And even though that does kind of go away from, like, the, oh, I want this to be, like, how you would experience, like, putting you in the shoes of Joker throughout the course of a year-long game, you don't need to experience JRPG grinding. It's just not a good thing to see. But anyway, we did get a red vanity seed. We get a little bit of, I think it restores SP. I could be wrong. And there's a chest here, some whatever that was. I don't know Japanese, guys. I'm sorry. But we should be able to go ahead and continue on if I can pull up the map. Yeah, I think we can continue on. I think that's all I wanted to do there. And what's through this door? Looks like we're kind of outside now. Oh, there's a cool gate. Whoa, that's cool. I always love that.
Whoa! The hell?
Are these infrared lasers? There's no way we can get past them. This level of security only proves there's something worth protecting up ahead. Wait, there's something written on the sign. All personnel, this door can only be opened via the security room that lies beyond it. Please be cautious, as it is impossible to open from the outside.
So, it's never gonna open? How are we supposed to get past?
Wait, that door. I think I've seen that pattern somewhere. Oh, right! There's no mistaking it. That's the same door I saw earlier. Guys, let's head back.
Huh? Why?
I think I know what real-world door that's based on. There may be another way to open it. In any case, I'll explain later. Come on, let's go!
Alright, well, let's head back. I suppose we should listen to Morgana for the time being. Yeah, even though he did get trapped, he does have more experience and more knowledge about the metaverse, somehow. Let's head back for today. We can come back here once we've hatched a plan. I agree. So fortunately, we don't have to walk our sorry butts all the way back. There is a safe room right here, so let's go ahead and head in. And we can now quick travel here, but that's okay. We are going all the way back to the entrance. So that's all we can do for now. That's as far as we can progress. However, we do have one more thing. So I'm going to head to the Velvet Room real quick.
Do you need something?
And I talked about this earlier, but the twins do have requests for us. And if we do those requests, they'll reward us a little bit. So what we want to do is we need to get a Jack Frost with Mabufu. So do I have what I need to fuse a Jack Frost? I do indeed. Do I want to get rid of Apsaris? She's only level 11. Yeah, why not? So let's go ahead and fuse this.
Skills you'd like to inherit.
So this is how we pass on traits. So they can either get basically their base trait, which is what they always come with, or you can pass down whatever trait the two, or if you're doing a multi-persona fusion, you can pass down their traits. So I'm just going to choose Frigid Bloodline. That's probably the easiest. And I guess that. But let's go ahead and fuse this. And we should get a level up from this because we've leveled up the Magician Arcana. I think Jack Frost is Magician. And that should get us Mabufu right off the bat, which, if you remember back, yes, we do get a level up. If you remember a few days ago, I think it was a few days, it might have been longer, the twins did want us to bring a Jack Frost with Mabufu. So let's talk to the wardens. What do you want, inmate? Check status on penal labor. What is it, inmate? Need to check on your penal labor? I'm going to say penis at some point. Let's just get it out of the way. Penis labor. That persona. Hey, sit right there. Is this voice acted? I guess we'll find out.
It seems you brought the specified persona. Huh. Fine, I'll take it. By the way, your personas are super weak. Not that I'm surprised, inmate. Though I guess you deserve at least some praise for finishing your penal labor. You might actually complete your rehabilitation. In order to promote that process, we would like to offer you the use of a new facility. Huh. It's rare to see you smile, Justine. You are the smiling one, Caroline. Did something happen to make you so joyful? Me? Hey! Are you laughing at us?
Yeah, I'm definitely laughing at you. It's funny.
Know your place, inmate! As wardens, we simply feel satisfaction in seeing your rehabilitation progress. That is the extent of it. I find it upsetting that you would see such a matter as a source of amusement. It's like you forget where you are, inmate. You've got some real guts, though. With that spirit, you should have no trouble making progress. Very well, then. If you have the will to continue your penal labor, we can grant you greater freedom within this prison. It is a deal between us, the wardens, and you, the inmate. Not like you have the right to turn it down, though. Hard work is what you're meant to do, inmate.
I've made a deal with Caroline and Justine.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired it shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Strength Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
And with that, we get Strength Rank 1. Group Guillotine allows you to fuse 3 personas to create more powerful ones. I guess I kind of spoiled it there, but yes, in case you didn't know, you can fuse more than 2 personas at once. We get access to the Group Guillotine.
Now, it's time for your next task.
Alright, what do you got for us? I think I can handle it, especially because I'm using a guide. We request an Amino Uzume with the skill Fry. Please come talk to us again once you have it.
Hey.
That's how you get how, oh my gosh, you get how to do it now. Then stop wasting time. Just hurry up and finish the task at hand, inmate. So, for the twins, that is all based off request. You do not need to pick any correct dialogue options. You don't need a matching persona. Once you get the request filled, it automatically ranks up. There is one more thing we can do here. It says a special battle. So, we have challenge battles. These are new to Royal. We get challenge battle level 10. They've got different levels. What is this? Chain? Oh, okay, I see what it is. Okay, so it says trial, chain, technical, survival, trickster, full moon. That looks familiar. And foggy day. So yeah, in case you couldn't tell, this is against the P3 protagonist. This is against the P4 protagonist. And then these are just a bunch of different things that you can go through. We do have access to this one, because level 10. I will do these at a later time. I don't really want to do them right now. I haven't decided yet if I want to do them all at once, or maybe kind of do them in chunks as we progress so that we can take advantage of those items. So if you guys have any special requests for the challenge battles, let me know. Just leave a comment down below. I do have one more tip. If you don't have a persona with a fire skill, which I think I have one. Yes, I have Huapo. If you don't have a fire persona, I'd recommend grabbing one, just to make sure that you have one. You should also have a chariot and a lover's persona, which I don't have, so I'll go ahead and grab one real quick. Okay, so I did go ahead and grab a lover's persona. I grabbed Pasty. It's the lowest level one. It's the only one I have. I will be showing you how good these treasure demons are at a later time. I thought about it for a minute, and we'll get more powerful personas that I want to use for the boss battle, and I like to fuse that with it. And you can see all of these skills that come with it. You can pass all of these downs. These are all of the light multi-target damaging moves, which are very, very good. So yeah, now that we've got all of that out of the way, I think, I'm just looking at my checklist, I think we are good to leave. Yes, we are good to leave. So let's go ahead and head out. Morgana seems to have a plan for us.
Well then.
We should leave and try to disengage the courtyard security. All right, let's return to the real world. And this is the best part. If I hold A, not as long as one where you clear it all in one go. It says we're about halfway. That means we're at least making progress, right? Hey, when do you want to come in here next? Let me know when you decide. I'll be waiting. Yeah, like I said, not as satisfying as when you do the palace all in one go, but still good.
How are we supposed to get past that door?
I don't know. You think there's some kind of off switch somewhere?
Looks like this is where I come in.
Mona?
I have a suspicious place in mind. Remember? This shack is the basis for Madarame's palace. I actually scouted it out the last time we were here.
Whoa. So this was your plan from the start?
Correct.
You only went scouting because you were bored.
So? Where's this suspicious place?
It's on the 2nd floor. I noticed an unnaturally hefty lock on a door up there.
If it's locked, that means there's something in there he doesn't want people to see.
But don't we want to be opening the door in the palace?
Yes. And we're going to do that by opening the real one in front of Madarame's eyes. Basically, we're going to change his cognition that the door is unopenable.
In other words, when we open the one in Madarame's house, that area in his palace will open on its own?
I'm not really getting it. Is that gonna work?
Trust me, there's no chance it won't open. I think. You understand, don't you, Joker?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like if we change something in the real world, it would change it in the palace. Makes sense. Can't hurt to try.
Well, yeah, but...
Why don't you trust me? It's worth a try.
But even then, there's still that hefty lock we have to deal with in reality, right?
That'll be a breeze. Just give me a hairpin and I'll handle it. It will take some time, though. Doing everything by myself in front of Madarame would be impossible. If only there was someone who could distract him for a while.
Huh?
Oh. Man, how are we even gonna get into his house? We'd get reported for sure if we forced ourselves in.
What?
I guess the only way is having you go nude.
What?
Fancy you say that, Ryuji. I was just thinking the same thing.
This isn't funny!
We're not saying you should really get naked.
It's simply the best excuse for you to enter Madarame's house without raising suspicions. So we'd like for you to play the role of decoy, Lady Ann.
This is way too sudden! I mean, I don't even know where the locked door is!
Don't worry, I'll accompany you.
But that's still technically only me! Worst comes to worst, what if I get found out?
We can run into the palace. Or something.
Is that really gonna work? I mean, you're not giving me much confidence in this plan. Do I have to be the bait?
Well, good luck, On. Sorry.
Why can't one of you guys go nude?
It ain't what he wants.
Then make it so he does!
All you gotta do is trick Yusuke, have him take you to that room, then just open the door.
You make it sound so easy. But if there's no other way, I don't have a choice. God! Fine, I'll do it. For justice. Seriously, you better pull this off.
If it's for your sake, Lady Ann, I won't stop scratching even if all my claws were to break.
We'll be counting on you, Morgana. Don't let Yusuke notice you, alright?
If he tries to force my clothes off, I'll tear that house down. I'm really gonna lose it if we do all this and the palace door doesn't open. Got it?
We're working to get dirt on that guy's crimes either way. It won't go to waste. Alright, let's get down and dirty tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Earlier the better.
But will Kitagawa-kun agree?
I don't know, just say something like, I really need it to be tomorrow. That should work, yeah?
Well, looks like we got a plan, much to On's dismay, but I guess it's the only thing we got. We are back home. Pretty exhausted from going to the metaverse. Me too. Let's take it easy here instead of going out. So, as you can see, after exploring the metaverse, doesn't matter if it's a palace or mementos, you can spend time in Leblanc, but you have to spend it in Leblanc.
Okay.
Leave this to me. I'll get it open right before his very eyes. Is this on? Nope, Ryuji, you get in touch with Yusuke? He asked me to come by tomorrow. Aw, yeah, he fell for it. Do I really have to do this? Just be careful, On. I should have said strip for him. Yeah. Man, this is such a pain. We gotta open that door and have Madarame see it, right? Yeah, Morgana said that'll change his cognition. I don't get it. Oh, and one more thing. Let us know if any weird shit goes down and we'll be there to back you up ASAP. Okay, got it.
A palace is a reflection of how its owner views the real world. So if Madarame's cognition of reality changes, it's only natural that his palace would be affected. And all jokes aside, we really will need Lady Ann to strip for Yusuke. It's the only way.
Alrighty, well, I am going to save my game real quick. Actually, there's one thing we can do before saving the game. So, let's examine the TV. If you punch someone and hurt them, you've committed bodily harm. Now, consider these two cases. A, unconsenting cutting of hair. B, using noise to cause distress. Which of these two would be considered a case of bodily harm? You be the judge. That, surprisingly, is using noise to cause distress. The correct answer is B. If you drive someone crazy with noise, that's bodily harm. If it disrupts the body's functions, it counts as bodily harm, even if there's no physical contact. Hair grows back, so it doesn't count as a wound. That'd be a case of assault, not bodily harm.
Nice. Go.
Hey, you got it right. I'm impressed by how much you know about the law. We get knowledge. So this is a TV game show. It'll come on every so often. And if you get the answer right, you get a point in knowledge. So now I'm going to save my game. Rewrite almost, what is that, 15 hours worth of work? That's okay. We got plenty of save slots. And we are going to finish up The Alluring Dancer. The book about Carmen, On's persona. Let's see what the book has to say. Even when facing death, her soul was free.
Wow.
It wasn't just her looks, but her way of life was also very beautiful. It was indeed.
Oh.
So, you finished reading The Alluring Dancer. The great beauty Carmen lived for love and passion. I suppose life without freedom is pointless. Well, I don't know if I could live exactly like she did, but you learned a lot, didn't you? Yes, we did. So that is 3 points in charm, and... So if you haven't gotten charm rank 2 by now, you should. I believe I dodged one of the chalk throws, which is why I'm already ranked up. But if you're not charm rank 2 by now, something went awry. You need to go back and fix that. So, well, I guess we should go to sleep. Staying up too late isn't healthy, you know. I agree. Let's go to bed.